The enchanted forest, a bedtime journey with Liliana right then. Let's get you lovely and comfortable, shall we? Go on, close those eyes of yours and just let yourself sink into wherever you're resting. That's it. Make yourself proper cozy now. Feel every bit of tension just melting away from your body. Now, I want you to take a really big breath in through your nose. Fill up those lungs completely. And now, let it all go nice and gently out through your mouth. Beautiful. You're doing brilliantly already. Let's do that again. Yeah. Big, deep breath in through your nose. Really feel that air filling you up. And now, breathe it all out through your mouth, slowly and smoothly. Lovely. One more time now. This is the last one, I promise. Big breath in through your nose. Hold it for just a second. And now, let it all flow out through your mouth, ever so gently. Right, just bring your breathing back to normal now. Don't think about it too much. Just let it happen naturally. Feel your chest rising and falling. Nice and easy. You're feeling peaceful now, aren't you? So calm, so very, very relaxed. With every single breath you take, you can feel yourself becoming more and more relaxed. Your whole body is getting looser and looser. You might even feel a bit floppy, like a rag doll. That's perfectly normal. You're so peaceful right now, so wonderfully relaxed. And you know what? You feel happy too, light as a feather. Your breathing is barely noticeable now. You're that relaxed. Now then, I want you to imagine something rather special. Picture yourself walking along this gorgeous stone pathway. It's cutting right through the most beautiful lush green meadow you've ever seen. The grass is that brilliant emerald color, and it's early morning, so everything looks fresh and new. The sun is shining ever so brightly overhead. Not too hot, mind you, just perfect. And here's something magical. The leaves on all the trees are glistening with morning dew. They look like thousands of tiny little raindrops, all dancing and sparkling in the sunlight. Absolutely gorgeous. It is. You're feeling so calm right now, so relaxed, so very, very peaceful. It's like all your worries have just floated away on the morning breeze. Can you hear that? Listen carefully. There are birds singing to each other. They're having proper little conversations. They are busy little things, going about their daily business. Can you hear them? The soft pitter-patter of tiny feet through the grass. As you're walking along this lovely path, you start noticing the flowers. My goodness, they're beautiful. There are bright yellow daffodils everywhere. bobbing their heads in the gentle breeze. They look ever so pretty against all that green grass, like little stars that have fallen from the sky and decided to stay. You carry on walking, feeling the warm sun on your face, and that's when you spot it up ahead. There's this lovely old stone bridge stretching across what looks like a small stream. It's proper ancient, that bridge. The stones are weathered and covered in moss. It looks like it's been standing there forever, doesn't it? Like it's seen hundreds and hundreds of years go by. As you get closer to the bridge, you notice something rather curious. There's a little sign posted right at the entrance. It's wooden, hand-painted, and it looks quite old. You lean in a bit closer to read what it says. Fairy Bridge, it reads. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? But there's more. The scene also says that anyone crossing this bridge must say hello to the fairies and give them a wave. Must do it, it says. It's the rules. Apparently, you look around, feeling a bit silly, to be honest. You can't see any fairies anywhere, not a single one. But you know what? The sign did say you must, and you wouldn't want to be rude or offend anyone, would you? They can be a bit temperamental from what you've heard, so you clear your throat a little bit and say, quite clearly, "Hello, fairies," and then you give a proper wave. A big, friendly wave. You step onto the bridge and start crossing it. The old stones feel solid beneath your feet, even though they look so ancient. And that's when it happens. You stop walking and turn your head, and suddenly, right there in front of you, appears the most incredible thing you've ever seen. A tiny little fairy. An actual, real-life fairy. She's hovering in the air, right there in front of your face, and she's absolutely beautiful. Her wings are moving backwards and forwards ever so gently, making this soft little humming sound. She's only about 8 inches tall. Proper tiny. She is, but then again, she is a fairy, and fairies aren't meant to be very big, are they? That would rather defeat the point. So I wanted to come and see who it was that was being so polite and thoughtful. She does a little twirl in the air, her wings shimmering in the sunlight. Well, what else can you do? You introduce yourself right back. You tell her your name, and she repeats it, trying it out. rolling it around on her tongue like she's tasting it. "What a lovely name!" she exclaims. "Now I should tell you something about myself. I'm not just any old fairy, you see. I'm the fairy of the forest. That's my official title and everything. It's my job to look after all the trees, all the flowers, and all the grasses in the many forests and woods around here. I take care of every single one of them." She puffs out her little chest proudly as she's telling you this. You can see she takes her job very seriously. And if any of them are feeling poorly or not quite right, I'm like a doctor, but for plants. I could really use an extra pair of hands, or, well, an extra pair of wings. More like, would you like to help her? Of course you would. Who wouldn't want to help a fairy look after the forest? So you say yes, you'd absolutely love to help her take care of the forest and the woods. Oh, that's just fabulous. Liliana practically squeals with delight. But there's something I need to do first, before we can get started. I need to make you as tiny as I am. Can't have you trampling all over the flowers. Now, can we? You'd squash them flat. And that's when you notice it. She's holding a wand. How did you not see that before? It's absolutely gorgeous. The wand is made of pure silver, and it's encrusted with tiny, colorful crystals that sparkle and shine in the sunlight. Blues and greens and purples and pinks, all glittering away. Before you can say anything, Liliana gives the wand a quick little flick over your head. She mutters some words that you don't understand at all. They sound like gibberish, to be honest. But then again, you don't speak fairy language, do you? So it's probably very important words that just sound like nonsense to you. And then, in the blink of an eye, something extraordinary happens. The whole world around you suddenly gets massive. The bridge beneath your feet is now enormous. The stones are the size of buildings. The flowers in the meadow are like huge trees. And you realize what's happened. You haven't gotten bigger. Everything else hasn't grown. You've shrunk. You're the same size as little Liliana now. Oh my goodness, you say, looking around in absolute amazement. How cool is this? And then you feel something strange. There's movement on your back. Something's fluttering there. You try to look over your shoulder, and that's when you see them. Wings. You've got wings. Tiny, delicate, shimmering wings, just like Liliana has. Wow. You breathe out, completely stunned. Liliana giggles at your reaction and reaches into... Well, you're not quite sure where she reaches. Thin air, it seems like. And she pulls out another silver wand and hands it to you. Here you go, she says. Your very own wand. Now, I should warn you, it takes a bit of practice to use a wand properly. You can't just wave it about willy-nilly, but don't you worry. I'll teach you everything you need to know. It's at this moment that you suddenly realize something else. You're not standing on the bridge anymore. You're not standing at all. Actually, you're floating. hovering. Just like Liliana is, you're suspended in the air, your new wings keeping you aloft without you even thinking about it. Oh wow, you say to yourself, your eyes wide with wonder. I can fly. I can actually fly. And that's when it all goes a bit wrong. As soon as you think about flying, as soon as you become aware that you're floating in the air, you immediately stop floating. You drop like a stone and land on the ground with a rather large bump right on your bottom. For a second, you're both silent. And then you both burst out laughing. Proper belly laughs. The both of you. You're laughing so hard that tears are streaming down your face. Don't worry about that, Liliana says between giggles. Everyone does that at first. I'll teach you how to fly properly too. You're definitely going to need to know how to fly if you're going to help me today. So, with Liliana patiently guiding you, you'll learn how to fly. It's a bit like swimming through the air. Really, you have to relax and not think about it too much. The more you think about it, the worse you get. But when you just let it happen naturally, when you trust your wings to do their job, it becomes as easy as breathing. And before you know it, you and Liliana are whizzing through the air together, zooming towards the beautiful forest ahead. You're going to take care of the trees and the plants and the grass. As you're flying along, staying close to the ground, you see another little fairy coming towards you from the opposite direction. He's moving fast. This one, proper speedy. As he whizzes past you both, he waves enthusiastically and calls out, "Good morning, Liliana. Good morning, friend. Good morning, Simon." Once he zipped past and disappeared into the distance, Liliana turns to you with a smile. "That was Simon," she explains. "He's one of my best friends. He's got the best job in the entire fairy kingdom. The absolute best." "What does he do?" you ask, curious now. "He gets to look after all the animals, all the birds, and even all the insects. Every single creature in the forest is under his care. He makes sure they all have plenty of water to drink and lots of food to eat. And if any of them become poorly or hurt themselves, he takes care of them and helps them get back to full health again." Brilliant job, that is. You fly on a bit further into the forest, and Liliana continues talking. "I do all of this with my beautiful silver wand here. And you know what? I absolutely love my job. I really, truly do. There's nothing better than helping things grow and flourish. It makes me so happy." You can tell just by the way she talks about the forest and all the living things in it. Suddenly, Liliana holds up her hand. "Stop here," she says. "Let's just hover for a moment." You both come to a halt, suspended in the air in the middle of the forest. All around you are enormous trees reaching up to the sky. Well, they're not actually enormous. You remind yourself they're normal-sized trees. You're just tiny now. Close your eyes, Liliana says softly. Just close them and listen, really listen to the amazing sounds of the forest. If you're very quiet and very peaceful, you might hear something extraordinary. You might hear the trees talking to each other. You close your eyes and listen as carefully as you possibly can. At first, you just hear the normal forest sounds, birds chirping, leaves rustling in the breeze. But then, if you concentrate really hard, you start to hear something else, something magical. You might hear the flowers whispering as they stretch up and outwards towards the sunshine. Liliana continues, her voice barely above a whisper now. You might even hear the grasses all chattering away to each other, gossiping about the day's events. And incredibly, amazingly, you think you can hear them. Can you hear them? Liliana asks. Yes, you can hear them. Right then, Liliana says, her voice returning to its normal volume. For a little while now, you and I are going to go off and tend to the forest together. We'll help the trees and the flowers and the grasses to grow and to thrive. And you can wave your magic wand too. You're a proper fairy helper now, after all. So off you go with Liliana, flying through the forest, tending to the plants. She shows you which trees need a bit of extra water, and you wave your wand and watch as sparkles of magic make fresh water appear around their roots. She points out flowers that are looking a bit droopy and sad, and together you use your wands to poke them right up again. You help grass patches that are turning brown, bringing them back to that beautiful green color. And maybe, just maybe, the forest does talk to you. Maybe those trees and flowers and grasses do whisper their thanks as you help them. Maybe you hear them telling you secrets about the forest, sharing stories that have never been told to humans before. Or perhaps it's all in your imagination. But does it really matter? The magic feels real, and that's what counts. Time seems to work differently in the fairy world. You're not sure how long you've been flying around with Liliana, tending to the forest. It could have been minutes or hours, but eventually you find yourselves flying back towards where you started, back towards that beautiful old stone bridge where you first met. The fairy bridge. Thank you, she says, and her voice is full of genuine gratitude. Thank you so much for all the help you've given me today. You've been absolutely wonderful. She looks at you with those big, sincere eyes. The forests all around the world need our help to thrive and to grow, she tells you seriously. We must all always do everything we can to help them. Every single one of us has a responsibility to look after nature. And today, you've done your part. You've helped me take care of this forest, and I'm so grateful. And then, from all around you, you hear something extraordinary. Their voices blend together into the most beautiful sound you've ever heard. It's like music, but better. It's like a choir, but more natural. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it makes your heart feel full and warm. You feel so happy, so incredibly happy. But at the same time, you know it's time for you to go home now. As much as you'd love to stay here forever, flying around with Liliana and tending to the forest, you know you can't. This has been a special visit, a magical adventure. But all adventures must come to an end eventually. Liliana seems to understand. She waves her beautiful wand in the air and says those magical words again, the ones in the fairy language that you can't understand. And you're you again, standing there in your normal body. Liliana now hovers in front of your face. I'm going to miss being able to fly, but most of all, I'm going to miss you. Liliana's smile doesn't fade one bit. She zooms off into the forest, getting smaller and smaller until she's just a tiny speck of light, and then she's gone completely. You stand there on the bridge for a moment, feeling a bit dazed, a bit confused. Did all that really just happen? It seems so impossible now, like it was all a dream. You're back in your own bed, your very own lovely, comfortable bed, all snuggled up and cozy under the covers. And you know what? You feel very sleepy, proper, tired, but it's a good kind of tired. The kind of tired you feel after you've had a wonderful day doing something special. After all, you have had a very busy day, haven't you? The sound of the forest whispering to you, it's all still so vivid in your mind, so real. Nice and slow, calm and peaceful. And with each breath you take in, you're taking in all those good thoughts and positive feelings from your adventure, all the kindness and love from that gentle, magical forest. It's all flowing into you with every breath. You begin to drift in and out of sleep, that lovely fuzzy state where you're not quite awake but not quite asleep either. You're sinking deeper and deeper into your lovely soft bed, getting more and more comfortable, more and more relaxed, deeper and deeper into what's going to be the most wonderful night's sleep ever. So go on. 10. Turn over onto your side. If you'd like, snuggle down into that perfect position. You feel so safe, don't you? So protected, so peaceful, and so calm. There's nothing to worry about. Nothing at all. You're completely safe and completely comfortable. Just rest your sleepy head now. Let yourself drift off completely. Let sleep wash over you like a warm, gentle wave. Night, night. Sweet dreams. And maybe, just maybe, you'll see Liliana again in your dreams tonight. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your night. May you find deep peace and restful sleep. Wishing you the sweetest dreams. If you liked it, please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.